We've been studying arthropods in school this week, or I say the kids have been studying. But it's been neat because it's made me look around. You see the dragonfly flying right there? And where did it go? There's a beautiful yellow butterfly flying out here, which there it's coming in over here. But it's just been neat because it's made me look around and appreciate some of the bugs in my life. So as much as school is for the kids, there he is. As much as school is for the kids, I'm enjoying it a lot. Now, it's time to read. Hey y'all, welcome to the family that reads a lot. I have a confession to make. My husband took me to the bookstore, one of my favorite all-time places, and I did not buy a single book. How does that happen? So we got to go out the other night and he said, where do you want to go? We went and ate dinner. I wanted to go to the bookstore. And so we went to Barnes & Noble's, which is somewhere I don't normally go, and I don't normally take my kids with me because they ask for all the books. And I don't normally pay full price for books. So we went. My husband looked and instantly found 2 books for himself. I searched. I wanted the Chaos Grid. They didn't have it. And I wanted a couple other books. They didn't have them. I was so sad. I was like, I don't want to buy a $20 book that I'm not super excited about just because I want to buy a book. So I walked out with 0 books. Now, one of the ones that he picked, we are both going to read. So his first book was Tides of Fire by James Rollins. It says it's a Sigma Force novel. I have no idea what this is about. This is one of his books that he reads a lot of times. They're like spy things. He likes suspense, sci-fi, stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, but that's one of his books. Now, the second book he picked up, we both plan to read. So this is Michael Crichton, who's Jurassic Park, and James Patterson. James Patterson has tons of books, right? This is called Eruption. Now, what made us pick this up at first is Michael Crichton died, excuse me, quite a few years ago. He's one of my husband's all-time favorite authors. I enjoy his books as well. And we're like, wait a minute, how did he come out with a new book? But, so it says somewhere in here, I think I read, yes, there was a manuscript for this book. Knowing how special it was, his wife held back his notes and the partial manuscript until she found the right author to complete it. So it looks like Michael Crichton created this world situation, and then James Patterson came in and finished the book. So I'm really interested to see what happens. Like I said, I've read Michael Crichton. My husband has read tons and tons of his books and loves them. I've never really been a huge James Patterson fan. Like, it's nothing against him. It just wasn't the kind of books that I was reading. But I'm really interested to see. You have this Hawaiian map, and it basically, so the synopsis is super easy. It says, a history-making eruption is about to destroy the big island of Hawaii, and the U.S. military has made a terrible mistake that could mean the end of life as we know it. So interesting. It's along the lines of a end of the world kind of book, which hopefully will be my kind of book. But I'm actually kind of excited for us to have a book that we both will read and be able to discuss a book with an adult versus discussing books with my kids. Like, I love discussing books with my kids, but it would be nice to have a book to discuss with an adult. So he got those 2. And I got a half of a book thing. So the other time that I went book buying, I took my kids to a small local bookstore that we don't go to very often just because it's really, really small, but they found some books that worked for them. So this is Toby story by W. Bruce Cameron. This is a book for my daughter. She's been really into these dog's purpose books lately. So back to the beginning. Daughter is 8, son is 11, both middle grade readers. My daughter reads some things that aren't middle grades, so she goes back and forth. Her other book is Whatever After, Sink or Swim by Sarah Mlynowski. She's been into this series lately, so she grabbed one of those. My son got the Transall Saga by Gary Paulsen. This one I think is actually like a sci-fi, which is not Gary Paulsen's wheelhouse at all. So I'll be interested to see what he has to say about that one. And this one is Mountain Dog by Margarita, Engle. So I think that I saw this recommended somewhere, but this was one my son grabbed just because it's a dog book. But yeah, so went thrifting twice and got stuff for everybody but me. However, the current situation, we just finished our first week of homeschool. We are finally kind of getting into a rhythm, getting into a routine. We survived, put it that way. So hoping that at some point I'll have a chance to go book thrifting for me, to see if I can find some books that I like. I may also splurge. I did order Chaos Grid, so you're gonna see that in a video before this, because I ordered it, I read it like the day it came in. That was one of those I just wanted to get my hands on. There's a couple more that I really want, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe order those for myself, or maybe at least order one. But I also need to start getting rid of books. So that's gonna be coming soon. I have a ton of books from when I was in high school, college type of thing, and my reading tastes have really changed. But it's hard for me to let go of books, because what if I like them? What if I come back to them? What if I want to read them? I have some favorite series from authors who I'm just not that into anymore, but they were my favorite authors. So I'm gonna be trying to sort through things here soon and go through books to get rid of, and would really love y'all's opinion. You know, do you get rid of books? Do you get rid of a series that you used to love that you just don't love anymore? I'm gonna have to start sorting through that and have to start deciding where I fall, but I cannot continue to buy books if I'm not willing to get rid of books, because that's my deal with my kids, is they have to get rid of stuff when they want all these new books. And I need to make that deal with myself, because yeah, I'm back into purchasing books here and there, and I need to offload some books. So how do you get rid of books? What's your criteria to get rid of a book? Let me know. Also, if you like what you saw here, like, subscribe. I'm gonna have more book hauls, what we've been reading, all that kind of stuff, some homeschool stuff, some random stuff, all of it. So thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all go read a lot.